Hey everybody. Today, welcome back, obviously, right? I say that every episode. Today we're gonna talk about a Pokemon that I've been seeing rising in usage. And really like I think it's interesting it's rising in usage because this is kind of been a Pokemon I've been championing for a little while now. And I think it really fills a niche in the Series 10 format that no other Pokemon can really fill. Obviously, you've probably guessed by now. I'm going to talk about Alolan NInetales. This is going to be a shorter video, so of course, if you like the video, leave me likes. If you are not subscribed, you're watching this video, subscribe, stick around, stay a while. And if you guys like kind of like short form, just me discussing a Pokemon videos like this, let me know in the comments, and I'll make more of them. I'll make tons of Pokemon spotlights, whatever y'all want. Because, at the end of the day, the channel's for you guys. It's not really for me. Anyway, Alolan NInetales. I kind of have three sets for you guys to talk about. That I just kind of, some I've used some of them, and then some of them I just kind of come up with, coming up with the video. The first one is kind of like the most aggressive. It's Scarf NInetales. And basically, the basic idea is you're faster than everything except for Regieleki. If you run Scarf, there's no way that you can outspeed Regieleki, so don't bother investing the EVs for it, if that makes sense. We're running Blizzard, Icy Wind, Dazzling Gleam, and Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry is a really good move. You hit Palkia for 4 times, and you'll probably just knock it out. You hit, lots of things. Gastrodon, Ludicolo, tons and tons of things. Just hit them for 4 times, knock them out. It's really nice. We're running Icy Wind for a little bit of speed control if you need it. That way you'll outspeed things and you can make them slower so other Pokemon on your team can outspeed things. Blizzard is just your best stab move, to be honest. If you're running in a Alolan NInetales or really any Hail Setter and you're not running Blizzard, I think you're doing something wrong most of the time. There are exceptions. Dazzling Gleam, this could be Moonblast if you want to have a single target move instead. I find most of the time it's better to run Dazzling Gleam because that way you can KO stuff like Urshifu even if they have redirection. It's really nice. And then we're talking about the EV spread. We're running 156 speed EVs. That puts us at 149 speed, which is just enough speed to outspeed Calyrex Shadow with our Choice Scarf. Modest nature, because we don't need the plus speed nature. We already hit the speed tier we need. And then all the rest of the EVs just go into bulk, so you have a little bit of longevity. Ninetales, I believe, naturally lives because its special defense is pretty good, and its HP is okay. So you naturally live a lot of special attacks. So maybe mess around with this. You could put more into defense or whatever. I didn't run any calcs. I'm not very good at running calcs. Any EV spread that I give you guys, take it with a grain of salt. Usually I'm okay at speed creeping things, and then I just kind of throw everything else into bulk, in a generic way. But yeah, that's that spread. I think there's a lot of potential in this actually. And you could still run a Roarville on this spread. You'll just have to switch out before you can do anything else, if that makes sense, and that just makes it a little bit awkward. One of the things that Ninetales does really well is it deals with Landorus. Any Landorus that you see will just die, and there's nothing they can do but switch out. And if you're running Scarf Ninetales, they won't even get that opportunity. So if you're having a really hard time with Landorus, this might be a Pokemon that you start considering, because it just gets rid of it, and it's great. The next set, Focus Sash. This is the set that I use all the time. It's a very simple set. We're running Blizzard, Dazzling Gleam, Protect, Aurora Veil. Blizzard's our best stab move again. Dazzling Gleam for all the same reasons that we're running it on the other set. Protect, because sometimes you just need to protect. And then Aurora Veil. Aurora Veil is really good. I've noticed that maybe it's a little hard getting screens set up in Series 10 because there's so much positioning happening. You don't really have time to set up both screens. Well, what Alolan NInetales does is it sets up both screens in one turn, so you don't have to worry about it. If you just have one turn where Ninetales is safe and you feel like you can go for it, you just go for the Auroraville. And if not, well then, it's fine. You already have your 2 best stab moves on there, so you don't really need other attacking moves. I could see an argument for running Freeze Dry on any of these sets because it is a really good move, but I've never run Freeze Dry on my Alolan NInetales. And there are very rare cases where I miss it because Blizzard just does so much damage. you can usually like 2 or 3 hit KO whatever you want to hit with Freeze Dry. Yeah, very, very basic EV spread. It's hard to kind of find a better spread on this than like just max HP or max special attack, max speed. Alolan NInetales speed tier is 109, which is a little awkward. So you don't outspeed Thundurus, you don't outspeed Tornadus, but you do outspeed a lot of relevant things. Anything that's base 100, you outspeed Nihilego. I'm pretty sure its base speed is 107. You speed tie with Kartana, so you have a chance at outspeeding it. And Blizzard will do a ton of damage to Kartana because it has no special defense. Yeah, so that's that spread. And the last one I prepared here is a light clay set. If you're running light clay, you kind of need to invest more into bulk because Alolan NInetales is a little frail. So what I did was I just ran max HP, max speed. I think it's still worth running max speed because Alolan NInetales really does hit at like a decent speed tier. Blizzard again, just because it's our best stab move. If we're not running a lot of special attack investment, it's the move that's going to hit the hardest most of the time. Icy Wind for that speed control again. This is kind of more of a supportive set. Protect so you don't die, and then Aurora Veil. If you're running light clay, obviously you're going to run Aurora Veil. It makes it last for 8 turns instead of 5 turns, which sometimes is a whole VGC match, which is that's what I would say in previous formats. But in Series 10, you know, that's only like half of a VGC match, if that makes sense. Series 10 has gotten a little bit crazy. And then, yeah, just max HP, max speed, 4 special attack. Like I said, I'm not very good at building defensive sets. I'm sure that there's like an optimal way to do it where like you can live like a Rock Slide from something specific, and then you'll still have enough to still take the Astral Barrage from Caloric Shadow, which most of the time regular Ninetales with just 4 HP investment will take naturally. That's something that I've noticed just like playing it a lot. It's pretty interesting. And now let's take a moment to just look at some of the moves that Alolan Ninetales has. Why are there so many Alolan Pokemon? Because it does have some coverage move. It does have some interesting moves here that we're not using. You get Combine, so if you wanted to run like a Combine set, I'm sure that you could do it. Encore is a really good move. You're kind of, a lot of the time, you're not really fast enough for it, but there's a lot of Pokemon that you outspeed. So anything that's slower than you can just Encore it. Disable very similarly if they're going to try to use the same move twice in a row. Alolan Ninetales gets Foul Play, which I didn't know. That's kind of crazy. I don't know why it gets Foul Play, but it does. That's really neat. Ice Shard is really good for trigger weakness policies. And also, if you just want to run a priority move, like it's your only one, it's a decent priority move. Nasty Plot's really good. Similarly to Combine, you could just, Nasty Plot up, do some stuff. Substitute has been just like a fantastic move in this format. Honestly, it's making me feel like Zacian and Calyrex don't deserve to have Substitute because they just like get so far ahead off of one Substitute. It's kind of ridiculous. They don't need it. They have so many things going for them already. You know what I mean? Attract can be funny. Baby Doll Eyes is a good move. And I will stand behind that. This is an increased priority move that lowers the opponent's attack stat by 1. I've run it on Umbreon before, and it's like, it's literally just, you just get an Intimidate every turn because it's priority. It's crazy. Charm is like the same thing, but not priority, and twice as much, if that makes sense. Fake Tears can be a good move. If you're running something slightly slower than Alolan Ninetales, you can Fake Tears and then hit it. You get Howl. So if you want to run like physical Ninetales next to a physical attacker, that could be kind of funny. Obviously, Hypnosis is a decent move. I hate Hypnosis. I don't like running raw Hypnosis, but like, sometimes it just gets the job done. You know what I mean? Safeguard can be cool if you're afraid of static conditions. For some reason, you get Rain Dance. I don't. Maybe there's something you can do with that. Yeah. So that's Alolan Ninetales. It's just kind of a shorter video. I don't have time to record a full video today. In fact, I might not have time to record a full video for a couple of days. So I thought I would just give you guys something to, tide you over a little bit. Just a short little, 10-minute video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember, leave the likes, leave the comments. Tell me if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, or I just kind of, generally chat about a Pokemon. Oh, and then either today or tomorrow, I think, we're going to post up on Pokemon VGC Talk. The goal is to post every Friday, but it hasn't, stuff happens. People got to do stuff. It is what it is. But check out that channel. We just kind of discuss about like where the format's going, and just kind of like general like VGC good stuffs. Yeah, with that, my name's Andrew, and I will catch you guys next time.